Hi nomads, welcome again. First of anything, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell of notifications because we are uploading a lot of information not only here on YouTube but Facebook and Instagram. So subscribe and follow us on our social media because we have very interesting information about how to become a newcomer, an immigrant in this country. Today we have a complex subject because most of anything as a Peruvian I saw this in first person. I have family who came here to this country as refugees. They are citizens now, and I know how delicate, how complex is this topic for most people around the world because it's difficult to live in an uncertainly hard conditions. So, most countries around the world are in difficult conditions. And there are a lot of people who wants a solution, who wants to change their lives. That's why a lot of people come to Canada as refugees. I don't have the right to talk about it, so welcome to Asad Bostas. He's a former refugee and now he's a social worker who helps people which come to Canada as refugees. Welcome, Asad.
Hello, this is Azat Bostash. Thank you for having me in your interview. I will try my best to answer your questions as much as I can.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for having the time to do this. Most people around the world who are in these difficult conditions wants to come to Canada as refugees.
Canada as a country has special rights for refugees, and as a country policy, it treats everyone equally. The fact that Canada is the land of freedoms and that you have the chance to defend your rights freely is another factor is choosing Canada. And Canadian government would like to keep your culture as it is, but meantime expecting you to integrate to the Canadian life and the society.
Tell us please, what's the most common reason for people's asylum?
Every year, people come to the Canada seeking protection because they have suffered persecution or fear that they will suffer persecution due to race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, such as gender, sexual orientation, past memberships, or groups they choose to join, and of course, political opinion.
So, in that order, what's the main challenge to face for refugees after arriving to Canada?
Immigration problems, family and relationship issues, housing challenges, employment related problems, and difficulties in obtaining government services. And these problems so essential for refugees.
There are some limitations for refugees, like, for example, going back to their country. So, how do refugees do deal with that fact?
Let's think like that. Refugees immigrate to this country because they have fears about their country. If they can enter and leave their own country freely, so they don't need to be a refugee anyways. However, if they want to see their families, they can apply to a travel document and meet with their families in another third country.
What advice would you give to someone from any country who wants to come to Canada as a refugee?
And say, either they can check from canada.ca website how Canada's refugee system works, or they can work with immigrant consultants to do every step right, because this is so important to take steps right. My advice is that to think hard while making this decision and to get support from immigrant consultants while they are choosing a country and taking their second step.
Thank you, Asad. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Asad is also a YouTuber, so you can subscribe to his channel. The link is in the description. Thank you again, Mets, and keep strong and keep following us because maybe you can find some information that could help you to find a way to come to Canada. As an immigrant or as a refugee, there is always a chance to start over again. Thank you, nomads. Bye bye.